You see a game like Cuphead, Among Us, or Genshin Impact and think, I wish I could make that. You've got the ideas, the passion, the drive, but then you get hit by a wall of code. What if there's one beginner-friendly language that is your most direct path to creating games inside one of the world's most popular game engines? In the next few minutes, you'll find out exactly what C# is and why it's the secret weapon for turning your game ideas into reality with Unity. C#, pronounced C#, is a modern, versatile programming language created by Microsoft in 2000. It's an object-oriented language, meaning it works with objects, self-contained bundles of data and functionality. This approach keeps your code modular, reusable, and much easier to manage, especially as your projects get bigger. C# is the native scripting language for Unity, an incredibly popular game engine, especially for mobile games. Unlike C++, C# comes with a garbage collector that automatically handles memory for you, so you can focus on designing your game's logic. This combination of beginner-friendly syntax, safety features, and deep integration with Unity makes C# the perfect starting point. To start writing C# for Unity, you need two key pieces of software: the Unity Hub and a code editor. First up is the Unity Hub, your mission control for all things Unity, managing different installations of the Unity editor. For beginners, I highly recommend starting with the latest LTS version of Unity for stability and comprehensive documentation. Second, you need a place to actually write your code, and the undisputed champion for C# is Visual Studio. Visual Studio offers features like IntelliSense, which auto-completes your code, highlights errors, and offers helpful suggestions. Once installed, open Unity Hub, install the latest Unity LTS version, and create a new 3D or 2D project. Then, in Unity, go to Edit, Preferences, External Tools, and make sure Visual Studio is selected as your external script editor. When you create a C# script in Unity, you're creating a brain that can be attached to any object in your game to give it instructions. The foundation for all your game scripts is MonoBehavior, which allows your script to be attached to a game object and hook into the game's lifecycle. The start method is called once on the first frame, perfect for setup code, while update is called every single frame for continuous actions. Variables are containers for storing information, like int for whole numbers, float for decimals, bool for true/false, and string for text. Making a variable public allows you to change its value directly in the Unity Inspector window without touching your code. An if statement checks if a condition is true, and if it is, it runs a block of code, forming the foundation of game decision-making. Now, let's put it all together and make something happen. We're going to write a simple script that moves a cube with your keyboard. First, in the Unity editor, create a cube, then create a new C# script named CubeMover and drag it onto the cube. Double-click the script to open it in Visual Studio and define two public variables. Public float move speed equals 5f and public float turn speed equals 150f. Inside the update method, capture input using input.getAxis and input.getAxis. To move the cube, use transform, translate. And to rotate, use transform, rotate. Save your script, go back to Unity, and press the play button. Use your arrow keys or WASD, and your cube is alive. You just wrote a few lines of code and translated your key presses into on-screen action. You have officially taken your first step from being someone who just plays games to someone who makes them. Today, you learned what C# is: a modern, powerful, yet beginner-friendly language tightly integrated with Unity. We covered setting up your environment, MonoBehavior, start and update methods, variables, and if statements. Most importantly, you built something. That moving cube isn't just a block of pixels. It's proof that you can do this. This is just the beginning. If you're ready to keep going, make sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell. In our next video, we're going to expand on this controller, adding physics and the ability to jump, turning that simple cube into a real character. All the code from today's video is linked in the description below. If you have any questions, drop them in the comments. Welcome to the world of game development. I'm excited to see what you'll create. I'll see you in the next one.